What's good, Relocation Football League fans? Hey, real quick, I want you guys to ask you guys, can you guys hear that audio right now? Like the game audio, or does it sound like it's playing through like a speaker or something? Because it's crazy, some crazy stuff happened, man, and out of nowhere, headphones is lost. You said no. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what is going on here, guys. Again, always something new when you don't change not a single setting on a computer, bro. It makes no sense. I'm telling you, mad annoying. But let me see. Maybe I could okay, yeah, that's definitely not it. I'm gonna try one other thing real fast. Audio, let's do. You guys cannot hear nothing right now except for my voice, right? So there is. So you guys can hear the audio right now. You said audio is high. All right, so I'm gonna hear like alt. Let me turn up. All right, so for something's going on with the microphone here though. So I'll cut it off real quick. I'm here. You guys are probably hearing double right now, but I'm trying to hear what my microphone is not sounding good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can hear my own audio. So I don't know what's going on. Again, like all this just happened for no reason at all. So like literally waited until I get here on the stream to see what's going on. So I just want to make sure that I get everything right here. So let me get this all handled, man. There's a whole reason why there was a delay. This makes absolutely no sense, man. Like again, apologies for the delay. Um Man, I just cannot make this stuff up, man. I don't understand. Let me go check and see what's going on here. Um, all right, so let me see. How am I sounding now? Do I sound louder or sound the same? How am I sounding now? Do I sound louder? Sound the same? Say mic sounds good. Mic is fine. Okay, I just started something up. So I'm about to put the game audio right back on, guys. You guys let me know again how it's sounding. So here we go, the game audio. And you might hear a little bit of double when I play this on my end. And do you guys hear like a fuzzy sound? Because that's what I'm hearing. It's like an audio fuzz. It's like something like that. That's what I'm hearing. No? I hear it. Okay. Yeah, so that has to be. So what I think is going on, the static is the fact that I probably have. Let me see, is there any YouTube video? There's no videos of any sort running in the back. So that means I have to restart this stream, guys, because of just the connection sometimes does that, and that's happened to me before. So the audio's messed up. So what I'm going to do is literally close my whole OBS and restart the stream. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I can't control this stuff. We'll be right back, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and try to stop this, reopen it real fast. Hopefully this can all get right in the same stream. So let me see if I can do this real quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I did that real fast, and I think we're back. Okay, and when we have this started back up, I do not hear the audio fuzz. I think we're good. Let me, got one more thing to do. Filter. Back up. I think we're all right, guys. Let me know. Can you guys hear me well? So the audio is probably kind of drowning me out right now. So you might hear a little bit in the back. You guys probably can't. Probably just me. Again, I have to do this with no headphones right now. I really don't know what is happening to those scenes for this. But let me go ahead and just make the introduction. So finally, let's go ahead and tune in to the RFL East versus West College Series Bowl. Man, it's been a while since we've done this. We did this for the College Series 3/4 class. And now here we are back for CS8. And yeah, this is our 4th annual College Series Bowl, the East versus West. The East is 3-0 against the West side as they are looking for their first victory. And again, to talk about the guys who are going to be coaching these squads, we have, let me go ahead and turn the game audio down a little bit, actually. I think that's also something. Put it back up before. Can you guys hear the game audio is just a little bit loud? Shout out to Justin, man, for $49.99 donate. Might well say 50. Appreciate you, man. Holy moly, been a while since we got one of those, man. Let's get a shout out hashtag Justin in the chat, man. But yeah, the College Series Bowl is finally officially back. The East team, again, never has lost. The appointed coach for this team, this was the first year we ever had College Series coaches coach in the RFL College Series. And Coach Chris Polk, the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, longtime alumni, a guy who built up the program in the RFL College Series, got the coach's first year with the Hurricanes, took them to the playoffs, was able to win the first round against Tulane. Second round, ended up getting eliminated. But at the end of the day, I mean, he took the Miami Hurricanes far in the playoffs and just really just kept that tradition of the Canes in the RFL College Series. As for the West side, they're going to be coached also by first-time head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Coach Dior Gore. And Coach Dior Gore was able to lead Alabama all the way up to the semifinals. Of course, they were able to win their first playoff game in the second round in the quarterfinals against Oregon, who went up and upsetted Clemson in that first round. They did that handedly, but then they got handed a bad beating by their big rival now in the RFL College Series. That was the national champions of this year, the LSU Tigers, who went on again to win that natty. So these two coaches going on against each other. You guys can see the uniforms here. You guys got to see the details, but here's a little bit more of an in-depth look at how they look just from looking at this thumbnail. But you're definitely going to see, of course, everything when we go onto the field, onto the game. And with that being said, man, I don't think it's too much to talk about, man. We had a delayed game. We're ready to get this thing going. So let me know in the chat which side you got, East side or West side. And we'll get you out onto the field at Rose Bowl Stadium for the RFL College Series East versus West Bowl. So here we are, and because it's two team builder teams, man, we don't get the proper introduction, which just sucks. I can't believe they still haven't fixed that. But let me go ahead and make sure that the audio is off too, because sometimes this just does not work. Oh, that thing is on high. So we need to change that. There we go. Audio settings. And okay, it was already off. We had the game option here. It's supposed to be on All American. And we're ready, just about to go. But of course, before we do all of that, we've got to make sure that these rosters are set right. So this could be a little bit of a long, a little bit of a intro as well, getting it right. So I'm already on the east side. So I got to do the coaching and make sure these depth charts are in the correct order. And then I have to do the same thing at half, guys. I thought they had a situation where you could change it. Let me see if I do auto. No. Okay, so I don't know why they don't have sub your second team in. I thought this was a thing, man. Apparently it's not. So let me just make sure the guys are here. We got looking at the East roster, and I'm gonna just go through this stuff real fast just to make sure everything's right. Like this guy shouldn't be here. Should be the Pittsburgh tight end. There he is. John Adelana. Oh yeah, who's this? Oh yeah, this is fullback though. Who is that guy? So let's get him completely out of there. Because we're not supposed to have any full backs, but of course, you know, our rosters we're limited. Let me go ahead and check. I'm pulling up this stuff right now, guys, because it has to be done in a moment. Unfortunately, I cannot wait for. I mean, I cannot. It doesn't start out since it's team builder, and you can't just set your depth chart in the team builder, which I wish you could. But this is the first team unit right here. Boy, probably supposed to be there. Second team unit wide receivers. You got Yazzie supposed to be here at 4. Mamadou Sanyalu. Again, this might take a little minute, guys. Just letting you guys know that right now as I go through it. Dotson. Boom. And yeah, that's not the guy. It's supposed to be Ayalana. There we go. This is fairly easy. Well, this shouldn't go off overall. So this would be Greg Dunham. And then the next left tackle. These guys in. Left guard. We should be starting there. It should be McGill starting. Yep. And then Valerio. And then at the centers, we have Paul Gibbs. Yep. Cardoza. That's correct. And we have at guard Bijan Rainey. Then McDowell. And at right tackle, Davis and Turner. All right. So that's correct. Left edge. We have Sina Anuwai. Yep. And then it should be Lou Burks. Let's put Burks there. And over the other side, right edge, we have Terrence Crawford. Tyrone Crawford. I'm up here thinking about the boxer. Uh, Andreas, yeah, there we go. That's correct. D tackles. We got Quentin Douglas, Hutton Farmer. That's correct. Linebackers. So this should be okay. Yeah, we can have Summers here. Yeah, this is a little. Yep, Summers. Who's the other guy? Mike, we should have Snyder. And Santana should be on the other side here. Yep, Santana. And then we have. Okay, yeah, we did Summers and Rome. Where's Rome? So, okay, that is correct. And we got cornerback, Savage. And I will have to do this for the west side too, guys. So, again, bear with me. This is just what we have to deal with, again, because we can't do team builder. Can't make depth charts in team builder yet. We go to the safeties. Juan Redden. Alexander Downs. So, that's correct. Strong safeties. Got Diamond Armani and D'Angelo Brown. All right. Kicker. All that is correct. Returner. No, that's supposed to be. Coon. Oh, that's the wrong one. Ezekiel Coon. Boom. Savage. Again. And Savage. This should be the same order. Yep, let's end it in. Fuller. Reed Fuller. So slot receivers. Go back to that. Let's see, wide receiver. So it should be Polly here first. Yep, and then just so we don't got starters staying in the game, it should be Mail. So this guy's good replaced by Mail, and then the fifth guy, which would be, well, he's starting, so that'll be the next guy after this. So that'd be Coon. And this should be the same as original Russian edge. Let me see. Defense. Perks. So yeah, Crawford. Then yeah, so these guys flipped. Tackle. That order. Douglas. Farmer. Nearly done here, man. This guy shouldn't even be in here at all. So let's go ahead and find actual linebacker. There we go. And cornerbacks. Do those work? We have, okay, so Elijah Carter is the starting slot. And we have Omar Delps as the second guy. And it should be the last starting corner, which is, since those are out, yeah, Brian Robinson should be. That's extra. All right, so hey man, finally did the east side. So now I gotta go to controls. Crazy. East side's done. Now I gotta go to the west side. We're gonna do Super Sim, go to the kickoff. And then after the kickoff, I have to do the same thing for the west guys. Again, apologies for that, but it's just what we have to do. So let's go ahead and sim that to slow. And we will jump to the next play. So here we go with the kickoff. That'll be crazy. We get a kickoff return to start this thing. But the roster for the East is set. This is going to be fielded from the goal line. And too great of a return there. Savage is down at the 14. Marching out onto the field is this East offense, which will be led by Clemson quarterback Colorado Rivers. But a look at the quarterback comparisons for guys who are starting: Dior Gore and Trayvon Simpson Jr. And of course, we will dive into that when we get the chance to. But now I have to do the exact same thing for the West, guys. So let me go ahead and handle that, and then we can finally get to the game and then make those change. Unfortunately, we won't have to deal with this until the second half. So let me go ahead and pull that up again on my end. And here we go. Quarterbacks are straight. Running backs, these guys should be flipped. Okay, they already got the tight ends that are users in there, so that's good. Might as well get that third string tight end starting, actually, since that's the third string. Wide receiver, they have, yeah, 4 McCaskill, and this should be Lemon. And then the second team should be Chauncey, Chauncey, Boxy, and then Ross. That's that slot guy. Tight end. Okay, these are all messed up. Should be Arturo Flores. There he is. He's all the way down here. Jeez. Take this guy out. And switch them. Left tackle. So we have Moore should be starting. And the next left tackle, Hardy. left guard is, yep, Casey Chestnut. The other left guard, Grant Morse. Center should be Todd Sutton. And backed up by Dallas Steen. And we have Caesar Davis Jr. backed up by Connor Griggs. And to finish the offense, we have Bynum, Bama, and Trip Zimmer. All right. Now we go on to the edges. And Ethan Marks should be starting us out here. Yeah, this whole depth chart was all messed up. Then Rojas. Good thing we didn't just hop into that game, right? Wolford, Joe should be second. And D tackle. You have Wyatt Harris, Jamari Logan. And yep, that's correct. Linebackers, Nick Oakland should be here, but he's definitely all the way down here. We know his overall is low, but he's a beast. So, yeah, Sam's. Boom. And he should be paired with Tyrese Evans, which is right there, yep. And we got a linebacker, Brian O'Connor, should be starting. Let's get him up there. It cannot start twice, which means he's got to probably be at will, yeah. So flip that back, get him starting, and Ollie Jacklin should be getting in at second. And at the wheel, got Montel Wright and Matt Hilliman. Now we're to the corners. Getting there, guys. Cornerbacks. We got Jack Sky, Kenzo Udo, Vinny Ball. Actually, it's supposed to be, I think that's supposed to be, yeah. Sherry should be here. And I think, yeah. That's how it's actually supposed to go. It's supposed to be Carter and Udo was flipped. So, Cherry and Ethan Nation, Udo. And just to get in the chat, Dior, are you here? Because I know we had made that change because I had it wrong on the graphic. I'm trying to remember who it was that you, oh yeah, he's away. Okay, yeah, he's actually away. I think it's probably supposed to be Udo, Carter. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, Brandon Cherry, Vinny Ball. Then we got those guys. Yeah, pretty sure that's correct. All right, then we got the safeties. Got Micah Harper and Micah Duff. Zion Anderson and Kong Morris. Sheesh, almost done, boys. Finally get this game underway. Dave Arnett. Yep. Well, actually, it's supposed to be Kyle Adams. The punter. Yeah, it is Medina. So there we go. Kick return. He didn't give me a set a number of guys to be here. This guy's not even RFL. So let's go ahead and get him replaced. Go on boxy there. How about that? Yeah, Rohan there. Brandon Cherry returned kicks. Third downs. Again, it's supposed to be following the order. Depth chart. Gadget player. Definitely can't put him there. So you got to put the next best guy as a gadget player, which will be Rohan Boxy. It's got to be a starting team unit guy. Yeah. Powers would be coming. So I actually think that's supposed to be Zach Tank. So yeah, never mind. That's supposed to be Zach Tank, and then we got Powers for the second half. Tank. Powers. There we go. Slot wide receiver. Go back to that. Sheesh. All this to start up the game, guys. This should be a sign, man. EA, if you watch this, please just have us edit depth charts on this so we don't have to do all this, please. This is annoying. So we got yeah, Lemon, and then it's supposed to be Ross in the second, and then that brings in Steve here. Yeah. Ends. It's crazy. You guys go ahead and take an eat break or something real fast. Almost done though, but wild. Absolutely wild. We got the Ohio State boys, so this should be Shackleford. That's correct. Logan, Barra. Logan and Barra. Alright. Linebacker, so yeah, Montel, right? Well, who's the middle guys? I think it's supposed to be O'Connor. Connor and Hilliman. Yeah. Connor Hilliman, we put right here because he's an edge guy, actually. And the last position, man, is these corners. And we should be locked and loaded until the half. So let's see, he's supposed to be, let me go back to that cornerback depth chart because it's different than what I had on the graphic. So it should be Carter, Nation, then Udo. So Carter, Nation, then Udo. All right, guys, the depth charts are finally set. Thank goodness. Let's go to the Super Sim. No, it's been a minute, guys. Let's get this game finally underway, man. Jeez, that took a minute. So here we go. Depth charts are set. Let me go ahead and turn this audio up too. We have our first play of the game. Colorado Rivers trying to drill one into his teammate, Trayvon Simpson Jr., and that's good defense. That's one thing we kind of knew was going to happen in this game was we're going to see some great defenses, some great defensive draft prospects. Didn't even get to check to see the name real fast to see who broke that up, but good defense nonetheless. And Rivers will be looking to pass. His next play hits the dig, but it's going to be dropped out of the hands of Ezekiel Bloom, Florida State star wide receiver. He won kick return of the year in CS8. This guy is uber dynamic, over 1,000 yards easily receiving for the Seminoles. Could not catch the ball there. As Rivers got some pressure, he's going to go deep. Down the field, one-on-one, and it's broken up out of the hands of Trayvon Simpson Jr. Just great coverage down the field. And that'll bring up a 3-and-out by the West team. So great job coming out. 3 quick plays, quick stop, and they will force a punt. That pass broken up, and it was a fair catch. And the offense, we'll give our first look at them for the West team as we got a old school pair from CS6. Dior Gore, former first teammates, and the college series, the RFL, Dylan Lewis, and they will start out where they run. And look at this broken tackle, bounce off another, and he's got a first down. Good run there by Zach Tink, as he will move the chains. Say, I sound distant. Let me see. Is the audio at least loud? Let me see. I'm actually close up, but let me go ahead and turn this down in a little bit. Pressure's coming in. Down, he's going to go for a sack as he is met in the backfield for a big loss of 10 yards. I know the crowd, the crowd ain't that loud for the neutral site. don't understand what's going on here, guys. I mean, I got the mic and everything was set up. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. I don't know what's going on here, man. Big play here, first down. Let me try to get this right, guys. I have no idea what is going on. Okay, all right, how can you guys hear me right now? Is my voice getting louder? Let me know if you guys can hear me now. Is it too loud now? Voice is good now. All right. Again, apologies for this. I literally don't know what's going on. And it shouldn't be sounding drowned out. I literally had all this fixed with a first down play, and look at this. Missing out on action. I still keep turning my decibels up. So how am I sounding now, guys? Is it pretty good? First down and 10. And here goes a throw over the middle of the field. That's going to be Dior Gore. Going to have the catch, run quick in route. Gets a first and goal. All right, I'm starting to see it now. I think I'm pretty good. So I'm just going from here. First and goal from about the 3-yard line, trying to cut back, get in the end zone, but he is going to be taken down short by a few. Tackle was made by, I believe that was Sina Anawai. Now, mind you, with this being the College Series East versus West Bowl game, there's a lot of players wearing the same numbers. Just to let you know, there's actually 4 players on the East squad that is wearing number 0 right now. So this can be very confusing. This is a run over the middle, trying to power his way in the end zone, and they're going to say he fell short. And this is 3rd and goal, so a chance for a stand at the goal line for Team East. Let's see who they bring in here. This is Zach Tank, the power back from Florida, looking to try to plunge his way through the plane. They actually try to go QB sneak, and it is stopped for no gain. What a play by Utah's Quentin Douglas. You got to get an instant replay of that. No replay, man, come on now. We're in play now. There's no replays. This is ridiculous. But here goes the first potential points of the game. Should be an easy gimme straight up the middle as the kick is good. And the West team will have the lead first. It's 3-0 here in the RFL College Series East versus West game. Shout out to the guys who are here. If you haven't already, man, hit that like button. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League. If you are new, man, you are watching the final collegiate game of these collegiate participants for the RFL draft. And can you guys believe it? The RFL draft is literally just 6 days away. We're working hard to try to make sure that presentation is top tier. Hopefully we can try to see about getting a trailer, a hype-up trailer for you guys. Might not be able to happen, though, but presentation still should be fire. So I know you guys are excited for that. 1st and 10. Here's a dump off, and Bo Sanders from Clemson cannot break the tackle. That is a great play by Ohio State linebacker Brian O'Connor. And Brian O'Connor, man, how impactful was he during the RFL College Series playoffs, man, this year? I mean, he had an interception every game except for that LSU game during the playoffs. 3 picks in the postseason, and he won linebacker of the year back in CS8. Here's a quick throw over the middle, trying to fight for the first down, and he will fall just short. Ezekiel Kuhn on the reception. And Team East looking to try to punch their way forward for the first down. And you got Bo Sanders 99 overall rated running back. Give him an opportunity here. They actually go play action. Here's a dump off, and Trayvon Simpson with a great extra effort to keep the play alive. That's actually not Trayvon Simpson. I forgot. Yeah, 224s on the team. That's the tight end from Notre Dame, Brian Schneider. That caught me off guard. He actually had to be black this year. Back to his correct complexion for the bowl game and what it'll be in the draft. Here's a dump off. A nice read there, so he'll get 8 yards on the play. Team East moving down the field, and you can see just couldn't see anything down the field. Everyone backed off, and they dumped this off to another guy who had a skin change. Finally back to his correct skin tone there. It was Charlie Dotson, tight end for Miami, and Bo Sanders is going to be stuffed in the backfield by Brian O'Connor. Man, Brian O'Connor just came on really late this year in the RFL College Series, especially in the playoffs, as I talked about. Was really silent for the most part in CS7. CS6, of course, had his big year where he won that linebacker of the year. But right now, I mean, this guy has been cooking as Bo Sanders tries to pick up a first down, and he is 2 yards short. And so they will have to punt this one away as the West gets the stop. And this, again, this is kind of what we expected out of this game. A lot of high-rated defensive players on both sides of the ball. In the East, and again, trying to hold on to their undefeated record in the RFL College Series Bowl here in the East versus West. West looking to add on to their lead as Dylan Lewis comes out here in the gun. 5:01 left in the first quarter. Still a lot of football to play here in this one. Pressure's coming. Going to dump this one off and have him out of bounds after a gain of 4 yards. Quick dump off, and you can already see these quarterbacks just trying to feel what the defense is giving them. Take advantage of it. As Lewis looks to pass, dumps it off, and a quick tackle is going to be made there. As he is wrapped up by Clemson safety Juan Redden. Juan Redden, man, he was a ball hawk this year. Definitely gets tough to try to throw on him when he's playing coverage in the red zone. Many picks he's gotten in that situation, but right there showing you can clean up and make tackles as well. Empty set here for Dylan Lewis as he will make a quick throw into the flats, and that is a first down for the West. And so Talon Ross, who's supposed to be a second-team player, other than when they go 4 receivers wide, touches the field there. As you can see, he's got tremendous speed. He really took a back burner seat for Alabama this year. What a monstrous year he had in CS7, though, for the Crimson Tide. And we, all were thinking once Keyshawn Covington made that transfer over there, that it was going to have that effect on somebody. Unfortunately, ended up being him as they dumped this one off into the flats. And that's going to be another 5-yard gain. Dylan Lewis just trying to be cautious, not trying to make any bold decisions down the field. He's only got a half to play. I know he wishes he was able to make better decisions in that national championship game against LSU. Threw 3 picks in that game, but looking to try to put one last collegiate show on film here for the RFL Scouts. Dumps it off again on a quick out route, and that'll be just a yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1. They're going to come out here in the I formation. They might try this quarterback sneak again. It failed for him at the goal line, but it will work for him here as the West will move the chains. And that's just one of those automatic gimme plays you would think. Of course, we saw it stop for the first time today, but you still got the best offensive lineman in the country more than likely on your team. And why not try it again and try to push those guys backwards on that D-line? It's a good job there. Quick RPO. We're seeing a lot of Talon Ross here on the slide as the 4th option. Again, he's trying to put some good tape on film for RFL Scouts. letting them know that, hey, I just had to take that seat, but I can be a top receiver for you as well if I'm picked up. Catching everything thrown his way. Here's a quick dump off and a first down as they remove the chains. And that is going to be the Florida wide receiver, Khaled Lemon. Khaled Lemon, man, what a year he had in CS8 this year. I mean, CS7 was just a rough year for the most part all around for Florida, even though they still finished on almost the allegations of 6-6 at that time. They did this year. Go some play action though on this next play. Quick throw, and that is going to be a first down in the end of the first quarter of the East versus West bowl game. West looking to add more points on. You can see a look at the stats. 100 yards passed to the 19 by East and 5 yards rushing. No rushing yards for the East here with Bo in the backfield. Just have not established or tried to get that run game going. 15 more minutes to go in the second. And I can already see in the chat, got those twos up. Trying to dump off a screen. Here goes Zach Tank. Defense in pursuit, and they will stop him 3 yards short. Nice little play there. Picks up 7. Again, guys just trying to put great film on the film here for the scouts to let guys know what they are capable of. Putting it all out there for their final collegiate game as they try to run the football here with Zach Tank, and the Tank is stopped as he is met by a few West defenders. Now we get a look, the East defenders, and now we get a look at a 3rd and 5. See if the West can potentially be the first to score a touchdown. Shotgun here for Dylan Lewis. Lewis got some good protection for now. He's going deep to the end zone, one-on-one, and it is broken up, incomplete. Good defense there by guess who? The returning man who had to sit out CS8 due to playing more than 5 years in the RFL College Series. That is Xavier Savage. Many regarding him as the best defensive back in the RFL draft this year. And that will set up a field goal attempt from the right hash. Kick is up, and it is good. 6-0 West Side. That's a nice easy kick right there. Adams knocks it through as he'll kick this one off to the East. They'll take a knee in the end zone. Offense going to get started at the 25-yard line. Shotgun. Let's get a look at Rivers again. Play action. Rivers is out of there. You know he likes to do this, but should have kept it more vertical up the field. He tried to go lateral and only gets a few yards on that play. National championship with Clemson last year in CS7. Went to the national championship to play against Clemson the year before at Utah in CS6. There goes a nice little bubble screen, and look at this, the speed taking off a stiff arm, and Corey Holly, who had his biggest year of his collegiate career for Miami, gets a big first down to midfield. And he was just dangerous this year working out of that slot. You saw him just take over after that catch, separating away from the trailing defender. Shotgun with a trip slip to the left side here. And another quick RPO. Spins off the contact. Nice little play for extra yards there for gain of 4. That'll be Charlie Dotson, another Miami prospect. Many talk between he and Arturo Flores, who are of course repping 2 different sides here from the East and West, being the better, who is the best tight end between those two. Of course, draft day we'll find out when we get a look at those overalls. But here goes Bo Sanders with a nasty spin move, and he's got the first down to the 30. And it's about a matter of time before the Bo show started coming out. Got an opportunity on the carry there. Look at the explosion, spin move, left the defender in the dust. Luckily tackled from behind. I think the East should give him a couple more carries here Again, only got a little over 11 minutes left to go. I'm going to go play action off of him, and wow. Threaded in. That I thought was going to be intercepted. 6-yard gain, though. That is Trayvon Simpson Jr. Keep his eyes focused on the football there. That's a drill they have you run in training camp. Try to put obstacles in your face while throwing the football to see if you can concentrate and still catch the ball. And obviously you can tell TSJ has been doing that. And this is going to be a sack in the backfield. And guess who it is? It's the tied record holder for the most sacks in the college series with 35.5, tying his teammate Nick Oakland, who's also on the squad. Wyatt Harris, many think he's going to go #1 overall to the Chicago Cougars. I mean, this guy has been a menace. 3-time Defensive Lineman of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year this year for 2nd time in a row as well. And this guy has just been a baller. Pressure's coming, and another sack from the West. 4th down, and they are more than likely going to have to try a long 40-yard field goal. Well, that's going to be longer than 40 yards. 57 yards, actually. Jamari Logan, the Tennessee prospect, able to win his battle. Looks like he took on a one-on-one that was supposed to be a double team, but the help just did not help. And so a big loss there. Miami's going to have to try a long field goal. I said Miami. East is going to have to try a long field goal here. Let's see if he's got the leg for it. This kick is no good. Wide to the left. And that is a turnover on downs. The West will take over and see if they can add more points to go up by 2 possessions. If they could get some more points on the board. That's tough right there. Colorado Rivers just could not find himself an open target. Here goes Lewis with the check down. Big hit as that ball comes flying right out of the receiver's hands. That was actually Elijah Carter, Georgia Tech cornerback. Elijah Carter started out his collegiate career in the RFL College Series at Georgia. Was known to be a big hitter at that cornerback position. He showed it off right there. Pressure's coming here. Dylan Lewis. Wow, he is still going. He almost broke those tackles and got a 1st down. Instead, he's going to be taken down for a gain of 5 yards. How did he make something out of that play? We've seen him do it all his collegiate career, man. He's not a guy you can sleep on in those situations. Kind of gives you that Josh Allen type feel. There's really no quarterback really like that in the RFL. He's kind of got that unique build that we haven't seen in the RFL before. Here's a throw, trying to go over the middle, and there's some good active hands up front as the East will swat it down and force a punt. Let's see if we can get a replay. No replay, man. I would figure we'd get more replays on play down. But man, we have not been getting much of any of those. Unfortunately, more better presentation here. Again, EA, we need more presentations in the game, man. There goes Bo Sanders. He tried to get something going there on the ground. Looked like a good cut back there for him, but it got held up a little bit behind his lineman. And now they're looking at a 2nd and 10. All he can do is get right back to the line of scrimmage. Bo Sanders, it's an absolute stud. He won running back of the year in CS8. There's a throw. Catch is going to be made for a 1st down. Nice strike. Ezekiel Kuhn working in that slot position. And you're probably not going to see a lot of these outside receivers make plays against these corners. Again, these are the best of the best outside receivers, but you're going up against the best of the best cornerbacks with slightly better defenses than offenses coming into this game. That's why we got this score where it is right now. But here goes Rivers, missing an opportunity for a big 1st down play. That could have moved the chains and kept the momentum going for the East Side, who still has yet to put points up on the board, but just out of reach for Corey Polley. Hasn't been the best First half of play for Rivers here as he goes underneath on a drag to Kuhn. And again, East will be facing a 3rd and 5. This is still a 1-possession ball game. This can go either way. Empty set, so obviously going to use Rado to pass. And if you're Colorado Rivers, you don't see anything, take off. Use those legs. Here he is stepping up in the pocket, delivering a strike, but even better defense as it is broken up incomplete. Didn't even get to see the number on who made that play. But I'm pretty sure we're probably not even going to get a replay of that, man. That's unfortunate. It definitely appeared to be a safety for the West Side as that will force a punt. And what a punt it is as he pins him down at the 1. Excellent job. They will run the footballs. This is safety almost. They're going to say he just got out of the end zone as they tried to dive tank for breathing room up the middle. So that punt is working in the East favor big time. That's a terrible spot. They're going to say he got up to at least the 1-yard line. Now, referees being generous today, and another rush attempt just back to the line. This East defense standing firm here. If you are the East, that was the exact punt you wanted. To hurry up, put your defense, which you know is the real deal, in position to get a quick 3 and out. We'll run it again up the middle, and a great tackle made just to keep him inches short of the first down. That was big time. Tackle made there by Clemson cornerback Brian Robinson. As the West punts out of their own end zone. There's some field to work with here. And that's a pretty good return. They've got great field position. They need points. First team's only got 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Dump off. Nice explosion. Juke's not going to work there as both Sanders is wrapped up and pushed out of bounds. 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7. Clock is still rolling. Under 4 minutes now to go. 2 backs in the backfield here for Rivers. And Rivers nearly intercepted there. Tried to squeeze that one in. Tight coverage. Another 3rd and 7. Or 3rd down situation for the East with 7 yards needed. They just have not been able to have success in the passing game against the West. A fire over the middle. Catch is going to be made there. And a clutch conversion by Charlie Dotson. Just able to have the better leverage on Brian O'Connor there, who broke up the previous play. And they moved the chains. First team 0 points in this first half. Can they get some here? Quick throw inside. Simpson Jr., he's laying on the back of the defender. He has not been down yet, finally is. That's a 7-yard gain. Opportunity for the East here. Even a chance for them to take the lead. They score a touchdown. Extra point puts them up by 1. It's really going to come down to the offenses in this game. Who's going to be able to put the points up? Double screen, and there goes Dotson reaching out like Michael Jordan on Space Jam for the first down as he'll get to the 22-yard line. And he's been making those nice reads off those RPOs. Those have been the good plays for Colorado Rivers so far. Again, coverage has been tight, so this is really going to show, and based off of where the quarterbacks are going, you know, how can they make reads against tight coverage, against good defenses, which you will see plenty of in the RFL. Pressure's coming here, and he is sacked on the play from behind, and that will bring up a 2nd and 15, a loss of 5 yards. That's Penn State's defensive end, Tyrese Evans. Actually, I'm going to say, yeah, Russell Shackelford, actually. I don't know why I thought that was 15. I just saw 69. And, yeah, Russell Shackelford is supposed to be white. So, skin tone wrong there. Apologies for that, Shackelford. There's a throw towards the sidelines. Catch is made. It's 3rd and 11. We have yet to see a single touchdown in this game. That's how defensive it's been. Some pressure in his face, fires, and that is a big grab for 1st and goal. The East calls a timeout. And here they are with 1 minute and 7 seconds and a chance to take the lead. That was actually the West who took that timeout. Kind of caught me off guard there. Throw dangerous over the middle. Did get it to the hands of the receiver, but it was knocked out incomplete. That could have been caught for a touchdown in the lead right there for the East. Missed opportunity. Good defense. Got to grab those. Empty set. Rivers getting rushed by 4. And this is incomplete. Just look how tight the coverage is. There's nothing there. Had no choice but to try to go to the drag. He felt his man was going to be able to separate. And that just never happened either. There's a defender right next to each option. And the West looking to stand their ground here in the red zone. Can the East get in? Rivers going to try to take off, and he knows he's not going to get that in the end zone, so he just slides as the East will have to settle for the field goal. Nothing but field goals in this first half. Again, this just goes to show you the defensive talent that is to come in the RFL draft. Again, within just 6 days, these guys are balling. Straight seatbelts out there. The East finally on the board. 9 total points in the East-West Bowl game. Definitely the lowest scoring East-West Bowl game we've had. We'll take this one out of the end zone. And down to the 12. Pistol formation. Lewis fires, and that is Dior Gore. Oh, I'm going to catch just one timeout left for the West, but I don't think that they'll be using that. I might actually just let this whole half in for the starters. So we'll just make it one more play more than likely. We'll have Lewis under center. So his first team units will have to go have a seat. And first down play, the last play there of the collegiate career for Dylan Lewis as he dumps it off to Khaled Lemon. And that first half clock hits 0. And what a defensive half that was. And here's a look at the stats. Both teams narrowly over 100 yards passing, rushing yards still not there at all for the East. They got 0 yards to the 19. 6-3. The West looking for their first ever win in the College Series East versus West Bowl game. And you can just see, again, I mean, these defenses just played phenomenal. Defensive players just making play after play. And this is where we get to the boring part, guys, which Oh, man. Look like it's probably going to run one more play with the starters, guys. Sorry about that. I tried to back out. It didn't let me back out. I don't know what's going on right now. Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, let's get out of that. So that was supposed to happen there. We got the return. Let me look at the options here. Yeah, controller select. I'm pretty sure that was just the West who got the ball back. So good thing I'm on the West. So I can yeah, where's the coaching options? It won't let me change anything? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, boys. Jeez. Game tripping. All right, yeah. Depth chart. Everything was pretty much set, but now we got our backups coming in. Jaden Young. Got Shady Houston Powers. Fullback stuff. We'll just we'll keep Zeke there. Since that's the fullback position. It's supposed to be Chauncey, Foxy, Ross, and then yeah, these have to be reversed that way. Should be a little bit faster for me to go through these since, you know, I was able to organize them before. And the guys should be right behind who they're supposed to sub out for. Yeah, so bear with me here. It's supposed to be Cherry, Ball, Nation, and then reverse. All right, and we have safeties. Hopefully these guys aren't. Yeah, okay, that should stay the same. Kick return. Yeah, we gotta flip these guys now. Yeah, it should be Powers now. That's correct. Yeah, so much faster right now, guys. Much faster than we had. I think, yeah, we just really swapped them. It was supposed to be the mics, so that's the only change. Well, actually, yeah, it's supposed to be 2-second team, guys. So let me go ahead and get the fix to that. Yeah, so that'll be Hilleman and Jacqueline is supposed to be here, actually. Okay. There. And do that. All right, so the West is done. Controls. And now I got a controller select over to the East. Super Sim. Jump ahead. We're going to run a play. All right. Get to see one play before I got to go and do the same for the East side. But Jaden Young is in. The first offensive play of the second half. And they run the football. It doesn't get much going right there. This is the last of the depth chart editing you got to do here as the East side. It's in there, guys. So in comes KJ Smith. I want to ask you guys, do you guys think that You guys think we're actually going to get some offensive explosion with the second team guys? Because, I mean, geez. Ain't looked too good in that first half. Defense just strapped. Guys coming in. Oh yeah, so they don't have that. So this is supposed to be shifted. Yeah, Santana. Oh. Cisco. Delps. Reverse. Brown. Savage return. So now that's supposed to be Reed with those guys. Yeah, pretty sure that's supposed to be it. Yeah. Let's flip. Almost done, boys. 3 more positions. Sheesh. Let those guys flip. Then Delps. Oh, hold on. Is it Robinson Clark? Delps, the next slot corner, which is for the so it's supposed to be Carter. And then whoever was at the top there a second. Yep. All right, so that's it, man. Depth charts are set. Super Sim. And let's go ahead and finish this East versus West bowl game, man. Here we go. Final. Jaden Young, 2nd and 10 after a handoff attempt. Went for nothing. They go right back to the run game. And a spin move. Here goes Shady Houston from Texas. And man, we saw a lot of this from this kid this year. He even had a game fueled 6 touchdowns in a single game. Very shifty, and he wears the number 41. It gives you shades of Alvin Kamara from the NFL. I mean, this guy just lit it up this year, over 1,000 yards easy for the Longhorns. Just a quick throw, dump ball, quick tackle made by Omar Delps, the cornerback from Utah. Jaden Young's last year's quote-unquote, I say Heisman winner. We call it the Hunter Mackey Award. As the first RFL player to win the MVP, so that's what we transferred the name to. Young's got a nice pocket here. Throws and a drop ball, I believe. Yes, it is dropped. Good defense there. Man, you want to see these receiving prospects come down with these receptions, but it's just not happening. These defenses are just ripping up every opportunity for a big play to be made. Gotta hang on to some of these catches, make a name for yourself on the receiving end. Young again with a nice clean pocket. A great ball there. Sits it in for the first down for the West. As he is able to find Steve McCaskill. And he's getting his opportunity to come in as a 4th option receiver. So that's a benefit to the West as a first team guy. Of course, same deal. We kind of saw Talon Ross having to play slot for 4th option. He's now outside. Pressure is coming in. Down. He is going to go for a sack as he is met by Tremaine Snyder. Big time play on a linebacker in Louisville. This generic linebacker here. Seen him working. Boom. Nice hand. Slaps him down. Uses that speed. Hawks down Young. 4-yard loss. Now they'll look at a 2nd and 14. With Young under center. He'll drop back. Pressure's coming immediately, and it's intercepted off of the hit. Cuts it back. The vision. Can he outrun him? Caught by Tyron Ross, but what a heads-up acrobatic play by Omar Delps. That was a crazy interception. Instant pressure from the east. Knocks that ball loose in the air off the pass, and Omar Delps with an amazing interception. Look at the heat sent there. Clemson's defensive end, Lou Burks, in there with the hot pressure. In the East with a chance to either tie or take the lead if they can take advantage of a score here as Vince Reed gets his first carry of the East-West Bowl game. Vince Reed was a near 2,000-yard rusher for the Utah Utes this year. It's 3 yards. You got to watch out for him. I mean, the East is stacked at that running back position. KJ Smith here getting an opportunity to show what he can do with some talent. Played at Georgia Tech, took him to a bowl game this year. Unfortunately, couldn't get the win. Here goes Reed bouncing around. It's 3 yards shy of the first, and they'll look at a 3rd and 3. KJ Smith, Twins backfield here. Get out the gun, dumps it off, and that is not going to work. Didn't let anything develop down the field. Ollie Jacklin just wrapping up Iolana, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Again, East just not getting their way through, but nobody has. Not a single touchdown yet in this game. I think he should have waited for something to try to develop towards the 1st down marker, or at least in the end zone. There goes the game-time field goal as we are tied at 6 apiece in this highly defensive East versus West Bowl game in the RFL College Series. We still got a lot of time left in the 3rd. Still got an entire 4th quarter left to play as well. This kick finds its way in the end zone for a touchback. Knees taken. Offense going to get started at the 25 here. Is Jaden Young. Sits back in the gun. Quick throw. And that is going to be a 6-yard gain. I mean, what are we seeing here on the receiving end of things? I mean, again, these corners are just magnificent. The defense coverage in general, they're taking away everything medium to deep. You haven't seen much of any deep or intermediate passes down the field from these quarterbacks, and these are some talented quarterbacks. And they're just going to take what the defense gives them. There's some pressure. Jaden Young throws an absolute dot on the sidelines, and that's going to be caught by Ross for a big 1st down on the Bama to Bama connection. What a play there. He felt that heat coming. Threw a bit of a wobbler, but look at where he places this ball. That's why Jaden Young is just something special. Almost could have won the Hunter Mackey Award twice this year. Kind of had a rough ending. There's a big run up the middle on the halfback dive to Shady Houston. Shady Houston's got him in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Pistol formation. Handoff back to Houston. Big lane here. Can we get our first touchdown? Yes, we've got it. The West will score first. Shady Houston finding his way through the plane. That's just superb blocking too. You can see straight dive. No one able to catch him. Puts a nasty juke move on Downs, the safety from Oklahoma State. We'll have to see. Was he in the end zone or was he down first? There's a little bit of a delay here. I don't know if this is just cutscene area. No, they're going to say he got in. No challenge needed. And so the West scores the first touchdown of the game. 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all got sparked off that big pass play down the field from Talon Ross, or excuse me, from Young to Ross. In the East, has got to try to get something going here. Here's the return. Get it to the 17. Corners pressing up. KJ Smith feeling heat, and he will be sacked on the play. And that is a big 8-yard loss for the East. Will Woolfolk coming through. Ohio State defensive end here. You can see him pressing up, cutting back inside. Man, what a second team guy to have to finish the game out for you. I mean, both these teams, again, stacked on both levels on defense. Play action. Smith feeling he has no choice but to hurry up and dump it off. And he can get barely anything. Just back to the line of scrimmage. And you can see the heat really starting to seep in more in the second team. West team, look at that. Barely can even get the pass off. And they'll have to punt it away. KJ Smith nearly sacked. And a quick 3 and out from the West. The West has caught fire.
Number 35 on to kick it away.
He's going to bomb this one out of the end zone. And fair catch called at about the 45-yard line as Young comes back out onto the field. Finishing a drive after a big play to Ross. They go play action. Young dumps it off, and it's the Shady Houston show, man. Young gotten up with Ross. Of course, they've got that connection as teammates for the past 2 years. Started off his collegiate career in the RFL College Series in CS6 at Michigan, transferred to Alabama in CS7. Of course, he played those 2 years again. We're talking about having a down year. And Young knows it, trying to get his boy some more reps. Film as he hit. Oh, it's going to be intercepted by the East again. What a play by Alexander Downs. Now that's a huge turnover they need. It's 2 interceptions on Jaden Young. Just can't seem to escape those lately. I mean, he can't even really put those 2 interceptions on him. That's just how good the defense has been. Knocked the ball loose, got a crazy interception on the first time, and second time it happens again. Look at the heat. Smashed up by 2 defenders. Ball gets picked off, bobbled in the air, and somehow still held on to by Downs. KJ Smith's got to make some big plays here, though. A strike over the middle, a big first down. Gets to the 29. That was a nice start from Smith. He was able to find, I think that might be Mamadou Sun. Actually, that's not Mamadou Sanyalo. That is Juan Mayo from Arizona State. Here's a run. What a cutback. Vince Reed making a nice read there for 6 yards. Had he been able to get past that down player, might have been able to be gone for a first down and more. And Vince Reed is a special running back, man. Even the year before had over 1,000 yards for the Utes. This year, I mean, this guy was absolutely dynamic. And he's just so explosive with the ball in his hands. And there he is getting it again. You just see that burst of speed once that ball is given to him. He did just enough there to get that first down. Didn't do too much running in that first half, second half. They're looking to try to get that mixture going. Trying to ease things up on Smith a bit. Smith will fire over the middle. Big hit, but the catch is made for the first down. Brian Schneider going to move the chains. First and goal East. East desperately needing a score here. Can they tie it up and get their first touchdown of the game? Motion into the slot. And he tried to go with a shovel pass, as that was an awkward looking play there. Nearly could have been intercepted. Luckily it wasn't. East has yet to throw one of those. Trips look to the left side. They go read option. Trying to get to the end zone. And again to Schneider as he falls 2 yards short of the first down. No, excuse me, of the touchdown. They got one more shot. They've been getting denied down here all night long. Can this be the drive where they get it done? They're in a heavy I formation. I don't see a quarterback sneaking that out a yard away. They're going to straight dive it. And Reed, trying to power his way through, is stopped literally inches short. They felt they had the better guys up front to get the push for 2 yards. Just misses it. Let's see what the East opts to do here. They're going to go for it. And why not? East-West Bowl game. Undefeated streak on the line. They run it, and Vince Reed is in. Touchdown, East. Extra point away from a tie ball game. Great blocking there. We're about to be knotted up 13-all. Didn't get a single touchdown scored until the third. Defense has been locked down. But not that time around as the East takes advantage of the turnover. Big clutch interception by Alexander Downs. Again, the Oklahoma State safety there. Got a minute and 38 seconds left in the third before we get to the fourth and final quarter. They'll take this one out of the end zone. Not a good return there. Which side will be the best side tonight? This has been an all-out war. Jaden Young throws. Nice ball there. Quickly gets it out. Just inches short of the first down. That is caught by Rohan Boxey. A one and done user prospect at the receiver position. Played at USC. Very solid year, over 1,000 yards, top 20 in the country in the receiving yards. And look at this explosion up the middle of the field. Shady Houston getting chased. Can he outrun him to the 10-5? Touchdown, West Side. Unbelievable run by Shady Houston. That's the biggest play of the night. And Shady Houston just cutting off those blocks and hitting it. Showing you the level of speed and vision you're going to need at the RFL level. Those holes close fast. And you saw he was just able to dart through that space and get through to that end zone untouched. What a run. You never know, that could be the decisive score of the game with the way these defenses have been looking. Defense is kind of unraveling here in this second half as the kick is up and it is good for another 7-point lead for the West. 2 plays, 89 yards after a huge touchdown run by Shady Houston. Let's see how the East side responds to this. So they will get it to the 14. KJ Smith in the backfield by himself. 4 receivers to one side. They go to the receiver screen, and this is the guy you get it out to. Vince Reed with a nasty juke move and a first down. The East obviously knowing what they got in Reed here, getting him the ball early and often. We'd like to see them do this more in that first half with Bo Sanders. Just didn't opt to do that. Again, instant replays, not even showing where the ball is going. I don't know what's going on. Worse I've seen play now. Look, presentation. And here was a cutback run for a gain of 6 yards. Is that Schneider getting the handoffs? The tight end out here getting a carry. Yeah, the tight end came in for a play, got a 6-yard carry. And that will be the end of the third quarter, guys. What an explosive third quarter it was. It was 6-3. Now here we are, 20-13. West leads it. Let's get those fours in the chat. Who is going to win the East-West Bowl game here tonight? We're down to the final 15 minutes of the final game of these collegiate prospects in the RFL College Series. Down 7, shotgun. Heavy pressure, quick throw, breaks the tackle, and he is down. I thought he was going to break out of that and still keep going for a moment, but that is Mamadou Sunyalu, wide receiver from Clemson, making a big play there. And man, what a season he had last year. Over 1,400 receiving yards, a nominee for wide receiver of the year in CS7 this year. Of course, didn't put up those same numbers. Still pretty effective for the Tigers. There's a throw and an interception. What a play. The ball. West going the other way, and I think he's going to outrun everybody. He's getting chased down, and a touchdown saving tackle made by Sunyalu. But they're going to call pass interference. Oh, man. Jamal Yazzie. Actually, they're going to call it on the offense. So it will stay the West ball. And that was picked off. I didn't even get to see the jersey number. Here's a quick throw off as Young scoops up 7. What a play. We're going to go get a look back at these instant replays, too, at the end of the game. Look at this nice little dump off. It's to the 15. West looking to try to go up by 2 scores. Some guys in the chat saying it was Brandon Cherry, man. Brandon Cherry, how about him, man? He really made a name for himself this year. Won a national championship with the LSU Tigers. And he was strapped all playoffs for the most part. Did kind of get worked a little bit by Steve McCasker. Say, hey, man, still came out on top of champion. I formation. And Shady Houston gets a few yards. Look at this stat line. 7 carries, 137 rush yards. We'll have to get a history book, a stat sheet here at Pecan on East-West Bowl games. I'm pretty sure that's the most rushing yards any players had in an East-West Bowl game. I'm going to give him another carry here. And he is stopped at about the 5. Big down here. East desperately needing a stop. Jaden Young looking to be the first quarterback to throw a touchdown pass here tonight. Can he do it? Good pocket. Throws. And it's broken up, incomplete. Look at how this defense has played here tonight, man. I think that was Elijah Carter Jr. who was able to break that one up. It's great coverage. They'll have to settle for a field goal from the right hash. That goes to show you oh, it's a missed kick. The West side misses the kick from the hash, and the East will have a 1 possession. Well, the West will still have just a 1 possession lead, and the East with a chance to tie. Dumps it off. Here goes Reed. He cannot break the tackle. Great open field tackle made there by Holly Jacklin. The East is going to have to finish a drive. They've done it once. Can they do it twice is the question, of course. Reed gets another carry, just trying to get the ball into their playmakers' hands here on the offensive side of the ball. But, I mean, the West shutting it down. Back-to-back plays, losing them to 3rd and 12. KJ Smith's going to have to make a play down the field, take a shot to somebody who can get these yards. He's going deep. He's got a man beat, and the ball is going to be caught for first down. Hauled in by Mamadou Sun Yalu. Man, look at this. This is a great pass by KJ Smith. 45-yard ball placed right on the money over the shoulder for Mamadou Sanyalu. And he had, the case of the dropsies this year for Clemson. Dropped a lot of passes. But hey, makes a huge play there in the East. Keeps this drive going and stays alive, as this is going to be a read option to KJ Smith, and the West is on that. Not sure you want to call too much read option against this defense and not slide as a quarterback. You will get popped, I'm sure of that. But that is a no-gain play. 2nd and 10. Shotgun, pressure in his face, throws, and obviously that heat affects that throw as it is well short of the intended receiver. And the East is looking at another 3rd and long. 9 minutes left in this bowl game, guys. They're in field goal range, don't want to lose any more yards here. So KJ Smith's got to get this ball out of his hands. Defense is backed up. Going to motion Reed back in the backfield. Here's a throw, one-on-one, and it is one for the first down, as he'll get it to the 25. Nice play. That's Jamal Yazzie, generic wide receiver from California. Big-time playmaker. You didn't see too many California games compared to the bigger schools this year, but playmaker he is indeed. He was able to win on that in route. Try to run the football. Very next play, gets stopped at the goal, right at the line. Running has been tough, but if he can shoot the gap, as we saw Houston do earlier, can make a big play. And West knows they got to keep Reed bottled up. Smith. Wow, what a play. Improvises and throws a dot on the sideline for first down. We thought he was going to take off and scramble. He says, no, I see out my left eye. Throws and boom, on the money to Yazzie. 1st and goal, East. 7 yards away from a potential tie game. There's a quick throw, dumped off, what a play, touchdown East! What a creative play, Brian Schneider is in for 6. Wow, that was a beautiful play. We saw him try to run this play before and he kind of shoveled past it. This time just dumps it off and sets up the block by those receivers out there. They did an excellent job clearing the lane for him, and all he had to do was literally just walk his way through to break the plane. Extra point away from a tie ball game, man. How has this game just turned up in this second half, this second team unit for both squads? 20 all, and there it goes. 9 plays, 80 yards. The East responds. Man, what about this game? It's been defensive heavy in the first half, second half exploding, and it's neck and neck. Very competitive. This is what you want to see out of the East-West Bowl game. Come out here in the pistol formation. Jaden Young setting up a screen and loses 2 yards. Look at that as Elijah Carter Jr. in on the play. one defensive back. Not afraid to stick his nose in there and make a tackle. Young will quickly fire. Beautiful play there. Another in route. This is Rohan Boxy showing off the route running. Like he was working up against Vinny Ball there. Shotgun. They go with a draw play. Here goes Houston. Houston will gain 9 yards. I wonder how many yards he's going to end this with. I'm pretty sure he has the rushing record of the East-West Bowl game in the RFL College Series. He's absolutely killing it. Young with another quick fire. This will be held on to this time for a first down. Steve McCaskill coming in. And you're seeing guys who were part of that first team still be able to come in here and play simply because of the depth chart, the amount of guys. I mean, you can't, sometimes you're going to have more than just 3. So he's a 4th option for the West. And there's another solid run. 4 yards. 152 rushing yards on 10 carries. He has just been lighting it up on the ground. Shady Houston not playing any games. Why not give him another carry? He's still running through guys. Gets 4. And that is a 15.2 yard per carry average right now against this stacked East defense. Pistol formation. They will run it, and here goes Houston for another gashing run. And they're killing the time right now. We're getting close to 3 minutes. East is going to need this stop very soon. West on the brink of getting their first ever win in the East-West College Series Bowl game. We're under 3 minutes. Gonna let Young throw it wide open to the end zone. Touchdown West. Talon Ross wide open underneath. No one around him. And of course with that deadly speed finds his way in the end zone. There's a great block too on the outside from his teammate as Rohan Boxy showing he's not selfish. And Alexander Downs had the interception earlier tonight, could not get there in time to prevent that touchdown. But you give the East 2 minutes and 40 seconds to potentially tie this game up. And I'm pretty sure that means if you're Team East, you're going for it on all downs. (27-20), how this game has turned up. And he will not waste any time. Takes a knee. Offense gets started. Good field position at the 25. Empty set. KJ Smith, can he do it again and lead the East down the field to potentially tie this game up and send it in overtime? There goes the touchdown score the last time out. He dumps it off to Brian Schneider. And Schneider picking up 9 yards, also getting out of bounds on that play, but I'm not sure if that stopped the clock. It might. Actually does. Okay, there we go. Sometimes the clock keeps running, but I'm pretty sure that might be within 3 to 4 minutes of the game. It was a run. And just gets back to the line. Don't want to do too much of that. That might take us to a 2-minute warning. We should get a look at this offense trying to let it fly down the field, which has been difficult for both sides tonight. And there we go. Clock hits 2 minutes. And this is more than likely the final chance for the East. All 3 timeouts back at their own 34-yard line. Down 7. Undefeated East-West bowl game streak on the line. They're going to clear out that backfield. KJ Smith throws. It's broken up, incomplete. Tyrese Evans, the linebacker slash DN in coverage on that play. It's 4th and 1. Pressure is on. You are the East. What do you do here? I say QB sneaking. Well, actually, no. Actually, they're not close enough for even that. So, yeah, they had no choice but to run a regular play. They throw over the middle, and it's broken up, incomplete. What a hit. And the West might have just won right there. And the East does have all 3 timeouts, but the West is already in field goal range. And I think that's game. Second and 9. And again, the numbers are kind of like hard to read for the West side when they have more than 1 digit. And here's a throw over the middle, and that should be it. The West about to claim their first ever victory in the East-West Bowl game. 3 straight losses in this game. Cornerback over offsides here. Yeah, clear flag. I still can't believe they have not fixed that. Come on now. Positive cornerback all the way on the other side. That's going to be on Dunham. Kenya Dunham there from California. Dump off as Talon Ross explodes just a yard short of the first down. West looking to see if they can get 30 points in this game. They're still letting it fly. 2nd and 1. This is caught for a touchdown. The West scores again. Steve McCaskill hangs on as he's one-on-one with Elijah Carter Jr. Gets the best of him there. That should definitely seal the game. He definitely had him beat on that route. Showed off the good hands. This game went from 6-3, or 6-6 in the first half, either one, to 34 to 20. At least the East gets another chance for a 2-minute offensive drill to try to show what they can do. Take it from the end zone. Shotgun. Here goes KJ Smith. Fires. That's broken up, incomplete. Good coverage there. That was a linebacker, Hilliman. Linebacker showing coverage here. Empty set. Heat's coming. Tyrese Evans gets there first and has the 5th sack for the West. 3rd and long. Pressure coming in the end zone. Hit as he throws. He's got a good ball out there. And man, Brian Schneider having himself a night. Gave Smith over 200 yards passing after that completion. That was a dime under heat. Tight spiral too. They sit nice and high. That's what's also was throwing me off with the numbers. Those aren't the exact numbers. There's another catch by Brian Schneider in traffic, working on Holly Jacqueline. Just catching everything, making plays. What you got to do under half a minute left to go. Smith extending, throws on the sideline. That's a good ball, but cannot make the catch. Broken up, incomplete. "19 seconds. Can the East make a play, take a shot down the field? Potentially just one more score. I know that's going to be easier said than done against this defense." Smith underneath, going to stop the clock. Brian Schneider, 14 seconds. Stop there after the timeout. And good job getting that ball out. Incomplete. Final 8 seconds of the East-West Bowl game. It was a great game, man. I thought it was going to be low scoring, very defensive. I mean, it still was very defensive, but it ended up being a really good game in this second half. One more shot, KJ Smith. Let's see if somebody can catch this one. And it is caught, but by the other side. That's an interception. Knee taken in the end zone. And that is your ball game. The West finally wins the East-West Bowl game 34-20. Here in this one, and your player of the game goes to Shady Houston. Most rushing yards in the East-West College Series Bowl game, 169, 2 rushing touchdowns. The West has finally done it. They can try to close that gap moving forward as they trail in the series 1-3. But a great game nonetheless, man. Shout out to all of you guys for showing up. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's get those GGs in chat. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League if you haven't already. More to come, but that is it for college football this year in the RFL. And we get ready for the RFL draft literally in 6 days. Might as well say 5 because it's going to be 21st tomorrow. The RFL draft will be this upcoming Friday on the 26th. Hey man, you guys do not want to miss that. These guys have been in this college series for 4 years, man. Finally getting a chance to hear their name called on draft day to see if they got what it takes to lead a franchise to a reload bowl. Shout out to everyone again that are here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the stats, and I will see you guys, I guess, on the RFL draft. We don't have anything else coming up that will require any video. Stay on the lookout in the Discord if you're a part of that for like any podcasts that coaches might have going on. I know Dunn's doing some things. He had dropped a couple draft things for teams recently. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the stats now, and I will see you guys on the 26th, man. Let's get hashtag League First in the chat. And again, best of luck to you guys in the RFL draft. Until next time, peace.